going on, everyone? Welcome to the 27th episode installment, whatever you want to call it, of the Leadoff. Now, listen, my headphones are not working, but they're going to stay on just for the aesthetic. I don't have too much time today as I'm going golfing, and some things just got too long to set up with some technical difficulties. So I'm just going to run through this. If you catch it, you catch it. If not, just run it back. But I'm going to go through real quick. Football's back, like I said. Check out my NFC predictions. Pretty boring from that perspective. I think the AFC is a lot more value, at least with stuff going on. So I'm just going to go right into the AFC predictions. Start off with the AFC East. You know, it's Josh Allen's division. I'm not sure if I can decide which team is better between the Dolphins and the Patriots. I think I lean the Patriots over the Dolphins just because I don't trust Tua too much yet. I know he could throw the ball, but he really did not impress me his rookie season, if we're being honest. The Patriots, new quarterback, Cam's gone, Mac Jones is in. Don't know what we're going to see, but I trust Belichick and co over there. The only thing that really carries the Dolphins is their defense, but again, it's pretty much Josh Allen and the Bills to take that division. I don't see anyone else winning that division. So going to the AFC West, again, pretty straightforward with the Chiefs winning the division. I don't see any other team winning, although I will say I do have a dark horse team in here that I think will make the playoffs. You guys may not like it, but I kind of do. Gonna go ahead and say it, but it's the Raiders. I think the Oakland Raiders at plus 400 have a good shot at making the playoffs. Let me just put that in here. I think the Oakland Raiders make the playoffs. They were 500 last year. Now it's basically impossible to go 500 with the 17 game season, but I like the Raiders. I think they have a good coaching staff, despite what everyone says. I think Gruden is legit. I actually like Derek Carr. I think they have some insane weapons. Good run game, good defense. I think they just have all the tools. Yeah, they play the Chiefs twice, but I think they have a lot of makings for a playoff team. And listen, I'm not gonna say that they're gonna win the division, but I think they're gonna snag a wild card spot, especially with that extra one going on. So I like the Oakland Raiders to make the playoffs. I just think it's their time right now to at least make a little bust. And they have a pretty easy schedule. So I pretty much went through their schedule and I had them going 9-8. That was me having them lose to every game I thought the other team was better than. So no upsets. Without them beating anyone that they should lose, like, or anyone that they want to beat to make the playoffs, they go 9-8. If they win one more of those, that's 10-7. So I think that makes the playoffs. That's just my thing. I think they have 8 games to prove that they can win. I think they this team would be a tough out for a lot of people. So I'm gonna say the Oakland Raiders to make the playoffs. You know, roast me in the comments, roast me whatever you guys want, but I think that's a pretty good bet at plus 400. Going to the AFC North, and this is my favorite division to watch because Steelers won it last year, but the Ravens and Browns, I would say, are probably the front runners this year to win it. I personally love the Ravens. I think they have a top 5 defense. I think Lamar Jackson is disgusting. I think there's a lot of Lamar Jackson haters, but I think those haters will be shut up. This is a former MVP, third year in the league now, fourth. He'll figure it out. I think they had a great team last year. They lost to the Bills in a game where it was horrible weather. I think it was insane wind and insane rain. And I think Stephon Diggs caught one of the only touchdowns in the game. And it was just tough to even watch. Take that game out, they're still in the playoffs. And I think they beat the Bills. But to each their own, it happens. But the AFC North, I love the Ravens to win this division. I love the Browns too. Hold on. Okay, sorry, I got a message in the Discord. But the Browns I love too, but the Ravens, I think I think they're more technically sound. The Browns can be better or they could be worse. They're a little more volatile, in my opinion. I'm just checking the odds real quick, what they were, just to double check. So those odds aren't even up. Oh, yeah, they are. Ravens are plus 110. Browns are plus 155. If you tell me the Browns, by all means, it's not a bad bet. But I think the Ravens at plus money to still win the division is pretty solid. I think Lamar Jackson just has one of those years that's just absolutely ridiculous because I know he can do it. So going to the AFC South, we all know it's Titans or Colts. The Jaguars and Texans are both going to be terrible. Everyone knows that. Everyone loves the Titans because of star power. And the Colts are they're a good team, but the quarterback situation is a little messed up. We don't know what the Wentz story is going to be like, but listen, they can protect Philip Rivers. Hold on. So basically, I like the Colts. I think they have a good defense, better defense. I think they have a better O line. If you can protect Philip Rivers and make the playoffs, you can protect Carson Wentz. That's just basically what it comes down to, in my opinion. I think that they're just so fundamentally sound that you could put in. And I think Carson Wentz has that revenge factor. Um, make the playoffs. But honestly, I'm gonna say the Colts take this division. And that's just because if you can make Philip Rivers work, I'll say this till day I die, you can make Carson Wentz work. That's just a thing I've noticed. You cannot tell me otherwise. Colts are plus 150 to win this division. And I think that that's basically one of the best plus money plays you're going to get. Because again, the first two divisions, the Bills and the Chiefs, there's really no division winner future that I like. But AFC North, AFC South, you get tons of good value. I really like the Colts. I really like the Ravens. You could bet the Browns too if you want, but I definitely like the Ravens. Also, going to my favorite play of the, I guess, preseason, you want to call it. I'm going to go with my MVP future. And this is going to be, again, a guy I've been talking about who's got great value. If you go down the list, I'll give my things who I like. So Mahomes at plus 500. I don't like that bet. You need to get more than plus 500 for a most valuable player, in my opinion, especially before the season starts. He gets one injury, you're done. Aaron Rodgers, no way he goes back to back. They could have a great year. I doubt they go back to back. Josh Allen is a good front runner. Because I think they throw the ball a lot. Russell Wilson, again, he'll throw the ball a lot because I think they'll be losing a lot. That's a decent play. Tom Brady's a trap bet. Tom Brady will never win MVP just because he won't have the numbers. He'll win games, but he won't have the numbers. But the player I like the most to win MVP is, you heard me say it before, is Lamar Jackson at plus 1,700. Listen, he's won it before. He's got the run game. If he can figure out the passing game, if they win their division, I don't see how he doesn't win. Um, it doesn't just go to the team with the best record. It goes to the team, the players with the best stats. So I think if his run game goes back to what it was 2 years ago, and his passing game is pretty solid, and then he also wins the division at 17-1, I just don't see how you can't bet that. I'm not saying it's a lock by any means, but I think 17-1 is just incredible value. I don't like hammering futures plays, but this was one I really like a lot. So that's what I'm going to go for. And to win the conference, again, I think it's just, I hate saying this, but I really think the Chiefs just win the conference. I like them a lot, as should everybody. I think they got revenge on their shoulders. Their offensive line is going to be a question mark. And a team I do think that could beat them is the Ravens if they play. So you know what? You can get the Ravens to win the Super Bowl at 14-1 as well. I don't like the Ravens that much at all, but I like their coaching staff. I like their defense. Like as a team, I don't like them. I have no bias towards them, but their coaching staff is legit. Quarterback is legit. I don't care what you say. There's a lot of Lamar Jackson haters, and he'll prove that he can throw the ball. He'll prove it. Sometimes he doesn't even have to. But this team is just really set up for success. And if Lamar Jackson can get to that next level, I think he wins MVP, and I think they could win the Super Bowl. That's going to be it, as I have to go hit the golf links right now, but I'll be back tomorrow, back with some MLB picks. But I've been more focused on football for the upcoming season, so maybe I'll stick with football. Maybe I'll do something else. Who knows? Stick with me for tomorrow. I'll let you guys know what it is beforehand. But if I don't see you, good morning, good afternoon, good night, guys, and best of luck cashing those tickets.